I would go to a Roger Federer match if he came back.
100% makes you hot and makes you relevant again.
Mm-hmm.
You would?
Right,
I would not.
Yeah.
You'd fly to a Roger Federer event, or you just go to a local.
I would drive
Hell no.
to a Roger
Hell
Federer
no.
event.
You drive 30 minutes to a Roger Federer?
I would bring it up to the group, and when they all said no, I would move along with my day, but I would mention it.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning!
And welcome to episode 1040 of Hard Factor. It is Friday. Yes, September 16th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Sorry, guys, I can barely read because Josh from North Carolina called me and he asked me to put on the Neo glasses, which I'm wearing right now, but they're actually polarized. And so
He called you and was like, hey, put on the Neo glasses, Will. And then
he said, it was very nice of Josh. He said, you know, you look fine without your sunglasses, but if you do put them back on, do the Neos. And I thanked Josh. And I tried to wear them, but they're polarized. So my new screen, it can't even. But my light's in, so I can wear my sunglasses. So
look, anyone that wants to donate, like $3,000 to a Fat-a-thon can call us too. So that's the perk Josh gets.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. So today, Mark's got immigration, tech, and King Charles in your cup of coffee in the big time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Much more than
Get
that.
it away from me.
You talk about him with the fountain pens at all?
Oh, you know I do, man. That's all I talk about.
Good. All right. I've got some feel good Florida man news story on deck with a bonus meth. Just a meth bonus there on deck. So
Meth bonus.
Florida man plus meth on deck. And then Pat's got strict Chinese parents and more King Charles in the TikTok International Moment.
Yeah, I don't want it to be about King Charles. I want it to be about the real Australian king.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You guys know what he's talking about?
Yes.
Who's the king of Australia? It's pretty easy. You're going to find it on the TikTok International Moment. Yeah. And the other part is a new segment
Crocodile Dundee, right?
Yeah.
Chinese parents be crazy. No, it's not Ben Hogan, the golfer.
The real Crocodile Dundee.
What's who plays Crocodile Dundee?
Ben Hogan, right?
Not Ben Hogan, the golfer, guys.
That's not a noise.
Oh, it's
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
Hey, it's Paul Hogan.
Yeah, Paul Hogan.
Yeah, but you see my mate Ben? He can really
hit the
golf ball.
It's not about the Hogan mates, though.
Yeah. Paul Hogan.
All right.
No, it's not. It's a different king of Australia. And then Wes has the high five to buzz us on out into the weekend.
What was going on with the text thread last night with the suicide?
All right, so here's what happened. So I was searching for an email, right? Okay. And you know how like the Apple email app sucks? It's fucking shitty.
Sure.
So like weird shit will pop up.
But sure. Yeah.
It's horrible. So if you're going to search for your email, search the Gmail app. So I'm searching an email and I see randomly 2 emails from the Who Do You Know Here account popped up in my search from 2010. Wow. And I'm like, oh, this is nostalgia. So I click them, and they're both Wes spamming 400 to 500 people for personal projects.
Hell yeah, Wes.
And I'm thinking to myself,
projects? What were you doing?
Wait, for personal projects?
Yeah. What was he doing?
Oh, I thought it was for Who Do You Know Here stuff. Oh.
No, he's doing some kind of I was trying
to get abroad some teeth.
And I thought, why didn't we work out as a company? No. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we were living, the living situation when we were trying to make our first company right out of college.
I'm sure Wes asked, and I'm sure we were dumb enough to be like, yeah, you should do that. You should spam our entire list. And without BCCing them, which anyway, whatever. Point being.
Oh, we put them all on the 2 line?
All on blast, girl. So Wes was essentially saying, hey, I'll read you the email. I'm just going to read you the email so you have it. Because it's too good not
this girl
to.
I know, she needs teeth.
She needs teeth.
Most of you have teeth, so you know.
And then it got real dark.
Most
okay, here was the email.
Fortunate enough to have teeth.
It was to 500 people, January 6, 2010, 11:28 p.m., which means Wes was drinking. Vote for Vida, please. Hello, everyone. I recently created a video for my friend Vida that she submitted to a local contest in which she could win $15,000 for a smile makeover. We have made it to the final four, and now we need your vote to help Vida win the contest and make the smile makeover she desperately needs, wants, and deserves. It takes 5 seconds, all caps, and would really help out a great and deserving lady. Just click the link below to vote. Thanks, Wes.
This is one of your weirder videos.
What a nice guy.
Huh? So I was mostly like,
it was an odd one.
I was mostly ripping Wes's balls a little bit for blasting the email list, and then he was like, Vida didn't win and then killed herself, and I was like, oh god, that's really sad. That's really sad.
All over that, over the smile contest?
No. I mean, look, I don't know what kind of problem she had going on. Rest in peace, Vida. But I walked into the restaurant she worked at. I was like, hey, this is like a year later. Hey, is Vida here? I want to say hi. Because she did get like second place. So she got some dentistry work, but she didn't win the grand prize. And they're like, the waitress was like, no, Vita's not with us anymore. And I was like, oh, where'd she go? And she's like, oh, you didn't know? And then she's like, yeah, she took her own life. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's horrible.
I'll have the pancakes though.
Yeah. But then I was telling Wes, you got to tell the people who organized that contest that Vida killed herself. Wes has to tell those people.
This makes me feel horrible about contests in general now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucked.
You think so? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you enter at your own risk.
If it's a contest like you need teeth as opposed to like just a generic contest for a prize, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. What was the Wes? What was the whole premise?
That is like down on their luck, right?
The premise was
I need teeth.
How ugly can you possibly be? And let's judge
it's the ugliest person. She had really fucked up. She had really fucked up teeth. So it was a bunch of people. This dentist place was holding a contest. You had to create a video. One of the guys worked for the Austin Chronicle, so he of course spammed the shit out of the Chronicle people, and I guess
Vida knew that.
Yeah, and Vida.
Wes included another email from Vida saying effectively.
So you're saying this guy with more contacts with not as bad teeth.
Yes,
Vida's teeth were terrible.
Vida said this.
Need the teeth.
This is January 6, 2010. Sends Vida to Wes. Now, Vida sent this to Wes's personal email as it should have gone. The title, "Oh, I'm a contender." Hey, Wes, I've made it to the top 4. Unfortunately, one of the contestants has a Chronicle column. Don't suppose he'll use that. Open parentheses. Of course he will. Close parentheses. Here's the link to vote if you want to post. I'll be sure to tell everyone who my favorite videographer is. Best Vida.
Let's do the news for Vida.
For Vida.
All right.
They could have done Vita's teeth, is my point. They could have done the second person.
You're damn right they could have.
It's a weird contest.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Woo, that was a tough start. Quick update, by the way.
Sorry. She won at the end, though.
Yeah. The Patagonia CEO, Chouinard, did save $700 million in taxes, giving away his fortune to the nonprofit. The New York Times article is full of shit, so quick update. Also, no joke of the day today.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, I kind of like covered my bases there, and I was like, it seems like he probably saved taxes, but
so he paid.
Proven.
So the New York Times said he paid $17.5 million in taxes, and then the next day Bloomberg comes out and says, yeah, but he saved $700 million.
Right. And they worded it that he received no tax benefits whatsoever because it was this specific nonprofit that they gave all of their money. They're allowed to give all their money to political campaigns, which seems like you should pay tax on that. And then the next paragraph, they're like, this Republican bozo, he did the same thing, and he skirted all of his taxes. He saved us. So it was just like the same thing, but look, I'm happy for Chouinard. I hope he saves the fucking environment, but give me a break, the New York Times. All right, no joke of the day today, no fun fact. We are going to go straight into the news. Actually, I do have a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. 0.0% of all-time legends at their sport stay retired after they announce their first retirement. Which is why I want you to take it with a huge grain of salt that 20-time Grand Slam champion Roger Federer, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, announced his retirement. And they said that next weekend's Lavers Cup, after Rod Laver, where he was part of Team Europe, will be his last professional tournament.
So I'm starting to realize this is what musicians do. This is a time-tested trick in the music business.
Right.
You do a farewell tour, and then you do another farewell tour.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's true.
And then you do a third farewell tour.
You're right, Pat. It buys. You get sells at stadiums. It sells merchandise. Sells jerseys.
That works for like
sports.
fighters, but I don't know about like tennis players.
I would go to a Roger Federer match if he came back.
100% makes you hot and makes you relevant again.
Mm-hmm.
You
You're
would?
Right,
I would not.
Yeah.
You'd fly to a Roger Federer match, or you just go to a local.
I would drive
Hell no.
to a Roger
Hell
Federer
no.
match.
You drive 30 minutes to
I
Roger Federer.
I would bring it up to the group, and when they all said no, I would move along with my day. But I would mention, okay, now that I've gotten, the no one stays retired out of the way, I would like to point out a caveat to that is that if the person is literally physically unable to come back, then they don't. And sadly, that may be the case for Roger, as he has had multiple knee operations. Yeah. Some recently. He hasn't played in 19 months.
And when he has played, hasn't he been getting worked too? Like he had a bad decline, right?
But he hasn't played in forever. And so like he's 41, he's had multiple knee surgeries, and he basically said, my body can't take it anymore, which sucks. But I wonder if with like a year off the tour and some TB12 method, maybe those knees get a little bit looser and he comes back for one last run at a few Grand Slams. That's all I'm saying. I think that might happen. We'll see.
He could play one more Wimbledon or something like that.
Yeah, I think
wish
so.
him luck, but
some of his greatest rivals weighed in on Roger's retirement. Novak Djokovic said, "Looks like the vaccine claims another victim." Laughy face emoji. I don't know what that's all about. Not sure what he meant there.
He's obsessed with those vaccines.
Yeah, he said it's his knees or his swollen heart. And Rafael Nadal pretty much announced he and Federer were broke back mountaining it the whole time in a series of tweets when he said, "Dear Roger, my friend and rival, I wish this day would never come. It's a sad day for me personally and for sports around the world. It's been a pleasure, but also an honor and privilege to share all these years with you, living so many amazing moments on and off the court." He would go on. We will have many, many more moments to share together in the future. There are still lots of things to do together. We know that. For now, I truly wish you all the happiness with your wife, Mirka, your kids, your family, and enjoy what's ahead of you. I'll see you in London.
A lot of thoughts.
I bet he will see you in London.
Yeah.
I'll see you in London. I bet he will see him in London. Leaves.
You saying that was gay?
Slides in the key. That was really gay.
You ever heard Nadal talk?
You saying those dudes bang?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just super
go
in
five
touch with
sets,
their
you know what I
emotions.
mean?
They're so European, like they're like so in touch, man. So sensitive. It's awesome.
They're good friends. Good friends. All right.
Well, that's what happens over there,
That's what happens when you're born in Europe. You're just naturally more cool.
For now, enjoy your time with your wife, Mirka. I will see you in London. Next up, speaking of London, get a load of King Charles just being disgusted with signing things with an ink pen or whatever inferior style of pen they're bothering him to touch with his kingly hands. Let me see if I can find this fucking video.
He's such a brat, man. He's just a big brat.
God. Listen to this. Try to pay attention and listen to this. Don't talk over this if you can.
I'm surprised they released it.
12.
13, sir.
Oh, God, it broke it. 13.
Yes, sir.
He's signing something.
You signed 12:30.
What did I do with 12? I signed 10. Oh, God, I hate it.
It's going everywhere.
Oh, they got ink on the
Everything
pens.
was wrong.
What is that?
Look, it's everywhere.
I can't bear this bloody thing. Every
Right,
stinking
properly
time.
Put the proper date in. It's so infuriating and
Bear this
vexing.
ink pen. Why do they do it every stinking time?
Have you guys ever fucked with an ink pen though? Like they're terrible.
Yeah, but he's also pissed because he got the date wrong. He's just a doofus.
The guy
it's like
that
we
called him out of
said.
he's going to kill the guy that called him out of
He
the
is
date.
the all-time doofus king. We called it like the queen was still warm, and we were saying this is what was going to happen.
Yeah.
This is exactly
he's a jerk,
what happened.
and he's a doofus. Now, devil's advocate here, he is dealing with the recent death of his mother, but still, I think this is basically just who Charles is.
This is just Charles,
a racist, elitist jackass that belittles every single person he comes into contact with.
He's a spoiled brat.
Yeah, he is. He sure is. This is why Canada will never put your fucking face on their money, you douchebag.
Oh no, okay. Well,
Oh yeah, Canada don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it. They're not going to do it.
a lot of people are going to though. We'll see.
Not Canada.
We'll see. I think they're two of the big English-speaking countries
more on that
in
later.
in the empire are not playing.
Ain't no one want King Charles on their fucking money. Come on. Come on. Quick shout
I mean, it's
out.
hilarious that the crown expects it and that the colonies still
They don't
consider
really
themselves
expect it.
colonies.
That's his
they're
tradition,
hoping for
bro.
it. I don't think
yeah, tradition of being a whipped little bitch to the crown.
I don't think the guy standing behind him that was like, it's the 13th, sir.
Yeah, what did you guys know about revolutioning on the crown? What you know
exactly.
about that?
You don't know shit about that.
You don't know nothing.
You know the islands don't want Charles on the money. That's for sure.
No one wants Charles on the money. They're like, we'll stick with what we got. Quick shout out. We stopped doing the national days a while ago because we did a full lap around the track and we were just starting to do repeats. But because we stopped, it's this day again. It's chocolate something Sunday day. We stopped. We missed some big days and things. Yesterday was Mexican Independence Day. Shout out to our friends and neighbors to the South, Mexico. It's also Hispanic Heritage Month.
That's right.
So read up on your Hispanic history and go treat yourself to the best food in the world, in my opinion, slightly above Italian, just a tiny bit Mexican food for Mexican Independence Day and Hispanic Heritage Month. The Tampa Bay Rays, first time in the history of Major League Baseball, did an all Latin lineup, 9 Latin players on Thursday. Pretty cool.
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Big time on purpose. Quick fact about Mexico. Mexico City has the second most museums of any city in the world with 170. Lots of culture and heritage there. I love Mexican culture. I might make it a theme this weekend with some margaritas, some movies, maybe stand and deliver, maybe some Selena, Coco. I don't know. My weekend's pretty open.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Stand and Deliver is not really a weekend movie.
No, it's tough. My week is pretty open, though, because Saturday's college lineup is AIDS for college football, and Virginia Tech's an abortion of a team, and the Eagles play Monday night, so we'll see. Also,
I'm excited about LSU, Mississippi State. That's going to be a clash of two schools that are both very mediocre, and we'll see who comes out on top.
That's a team we can beat, Will.
That's right. It's a beatable team.
I was hoping Wes was going to call me out for giving them a second largest stat. Like, why would you do that? So here we go. Mexico City has the most taxi cabs of any city in the world with over 60,000. Also, Mexico has the most people dissolved in a vat of acid every year. A couple most there for you, Wes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Tell you what, flying into Mexico City, you're flying over houses for what feels like
Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, I've been to Mexico City.
I haven't been
I want to go. I want to go on De la Muerta.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, Mexico City's cool.
Big old parade.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Big old show. How about this purchase? Adobe, a company we know very well, we use their software to edit our show, bought Figma for $20 billion yesterday. Figma is like a website designing software. I'm sure it's much more. I'm not super familiar with it. Pat, are you aware of?
Yeah, Figma. You know what it is? It's like it's like a workspace where you can drag and drop and design and test out. Like, this is what I want my website to look like. This is what I want the UI for my app to look like. This is what I want these graphics to look like. It's really cool. It's drag and drop technology.
And you can create you can share, so other designers can set up what they do, and then you can look at it and share.
I had a debate recently.
It's like Canva.
Yeah.
Why it's different than Canva because it's like you get a workspace and it's like, hey, we're working on a project together. Let's jam.
It's like Canva's daddy.
What kind of design do you want? But they have a lot of the same functionality as Adobe, like Photoshop, but easier to use.
Well, that's why
they're buying a competitor.
Well,
someone who could be a competitor. If they
it must be decent though, because
they're going to kill it.
Figma's tight. I love Figma.
$20 billion is the largest software acquisition ever.
Wow, that's nice.
Ever, but it also might not be worth $20 billion according to investors, as Adobe's stock shrunk by 13% immediately after news of the merger. Maybe they should have bought it for $18 billion.
So people are like,
there's a competitor, Mira.
Yeah.
This is people being like,
bought it for a little too many billion.
Right, you spent a lot of money, and also like outcompete, right? Like, so like. Yeah, that's just the stockholders being very disappointed in Adobe's decision.
$20 billion's a lot. Probably the most interesting thing about this is the $20 billion software purchase of Figma beats out the now second largest software acquisition of unrelated company Ligma in 2017 by Oracle.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What does that one do?
It
Ligma balls. Come on.
Who could forget? Who could forget?
Come on. Oh, come on.
Just broke some ears.
Come on. All right. And that takes us to Ligma balls. Can't believe I got someone with that.
The cream of the crop!
Did I get you?
You think none of us knew the joke?
Does Pat know it? Come on. I got Pat. I know you wanted
Ligma.
Come on. I think I got him.
He's gonna hit that button no matter
We'll
what.
put up a poll. You have to look at Pat's face. We'll put up a poll. I know Will knew it. Come on. Ligma. Carlos.
I thought it was just a silly rhyme you were going with.
Got him.
See? Weston, though. See, Will, you're the only one that knew. I think I got it.
I knew it was a fake company. I didn't know it was going to be a Ligma ball.
Will, you're overestimating all the other dudes. I think you're the only one that caught it.
Come on, guys.
You're the only one that caught
That's a classic. That's an old school classic.
Today's top story is Florida Governor Ron Desantis took, this isn't funny. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis took about 50 migrants from the border, loaded them into 2 planes and dropped them directly into Martha's Vineyard, which is an upscale island town south of Cape Cod in Massachusetts. Like, I don't know, Spike Lee, David Letterman, Carly Simon, James Taylor, Diane Sawyer, and Larry David are a few of the celebrities that have a home in Martha's Vineyard. CEOs
like the Hamptons.
of banks, it's probably nicer than the Hamptons. CEOs of banks and other profitable organizations live there as well. The median income or the median home as of a few months ago is like over 1.4 million to buy the middle home. And now Martha's Vineyard. It ain't cheap to live there. It's also a sanctuary destination that welcomes migrants, and now they have a lot of confused migrants there. And this is all in relation to a political tactic of Republican governors, oftentimes at or near the border, reference Greg Abbott in Texas and DeSantis in Florida, who are sending migrant human beings via bus or plane to sanctuary destinations or straight into Washington, D.C. to say, hey, Biden, you deal with them then if you want to open the borders. I think some migrants were dumped in front of Kamala Harris's house yesterday in Washington, D.C. Yeah,
I saw that unload.
For sure. And
is DC a sanctuary city? Do they only send them to sanctuary cities?
That's why they're trying to do only sanctuary cities. That's why I mentioned Washington DC separate as sanctuary, but it might be a sanctuary city. It probably is. At a surface level, it's very funny to think about multimillionaires getting poor homeless migrants dumped in their perfect little island. That is funny. But it's also really sad for the migrants when you think about it.
It speaks to the respect that they have for these human beings.
Exactly, Pat. Yeah, when you think exactly,
they treating them like pawns.
Well, but aren't they technically, if they're going to a sanctuary city, isn't that what the city wants? The city is asking to be a sanctuary.
It's a political game. They didn't give them a heads up. They didn't say, "Hey, they didn't say we're sending them to you." They just showed up there. Like,
but the city
people in Mars,
they didn't arrange anything. Look, they're getting shipped all over the place as part of a political game. That's fucked up. Now, Psaki had to answer a question that the White House has been shipping thousands of migrants via early morning flights to New York, and they're like, "What's that all about?" And she says it's to reconnect kids to families, but some are saying there are people in their 20s in those planes. She's saying they're to accompany minors or whatever.
Right. The White House has been doing this silently, just like the states have.
Who knows?
This is a favor, though. I mean, if I'm a migrant, I want to be as far away from the border as I possibly can. That's the goal, to get as far away from the border as possible.
All day. The richest people in America.
Please send me as far away from the border as you possibly can.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
tell you what the motherfucker is.
Nice.
Hopping on that fucking bus.
Actually sending these people to Martha's Vineyard is fucked up.
They didn't give
Martha's Vineyard specifically.
Why? Wouldn't you rather be there than Eagle Pass?
They didn't give them a heads up.
No,
under a bridge.
There's no border patrol.
There's no bridge to be under Martha's Vineyard.
There's nothing in Martha's Vineyard to like. They didn't set anything up for this. Anyway,
there ain't no public space.
We're gonna get to more on Martha's Vineyard. How they handle
it. You guys think there's a homeless shelter?
Far away.
No, sanctuary city means that they're not gonna prosecute you.
But they still have a homeless shelter.
Here,
do you think Martha's Vineyard's got a killer homeless shelter?
Everyone, shut up! You'll hear about what Martha's Vineyard's doing with these people later. So we were all lucky enough to be born in the U.S. and come from, I would certainly say, not poor households, especially Rest and West. So we really have no fucking idea what it's like to be a poor migrant trying to come into the country. On the flip side of the coin is the border states that have to deal with all these migrants. We've gotten some listener submissions of how bad the border has been really for a while now, right? Trump, pre-Trump,
tons of border patrol agents
still now. I read something like 40,000 unaccompanied children have shown up to the border in the past 2 months. That's tough. It's sad. It's a challenge, right? Now, there's not nearly enough judges down there at the border to go through these border processes. So people are waiting for months and months. The Walmarts turn into holding facilities for humans. The kids separated from the parents. The pictures with AOC crying.
Court dates and set them free.
The border has issues. Everyone knows
the courts are backed up.
That's fine.
They're like tens of thousands of cases.
They give them court dates and then they say, make sure to come back to your court date.
Release.
That's great.
In a year. However, I don't think dumping human beings in a place without giving them or the residents of the place a heads up is a good idea. They didn't tell the people where they were going. They didn't tell
the residents on the border aren't getting a heads up of the migrant.
For anyone, especially the migrants, that seems awfully reckless and inhumane to say that the least, regardless of which party or who is doing it. It's just fucked up. It sounds like both of them might be. They don't have border processes at Martha's Vineyard. Anyways, politicians being total pieces of shit is nothing new. Let's take it to the internet to see how both sides are handling this. Need to MAGA says, great news. DeSantis and Texas governor must send every illegal coming to the border between now and election day to every sanctuary city and Martha Vineyard in the USA. A taste of their own medicine. Nice. How about this one that
Seems
says,
extreme.
Dave Ryder says, so-called Christians are cheering that DeSantis is using poor homeless immigrants who have no voices as pawns in his political schemes. One of the most sickening things I've seen MAGA do, right up there with sticking kids in cages, just despicable. Ultra salty extreme.
But I mean, those are the same tents that they have today.
Yeah.
Ultra Salty Extreme says, shut up, all of you. Let me get through this. Ultra Salty Extreme says, all of a sudden, the godless Dems care about Christianity. You shouldn't be siding with any of these people, is the point. Well, next up, we got Jonathan Jewell. If you're cheering because Ron DeSantis is trafficking human beings to places like Martha's Vineyard, then you're no Christian. You're a fucking piece of shit, and you're going to hell. All of these people.
Jonathan Jewell! Dude, chill the fuck out, Jonathan
All of these people need to chill the fuck out. Both sides. There was a shitload of memes from the right, like the Homer Simpson backing up in the bushes, the Game of Thrones, all the major ones. And the theme was basically a bunch of virtue signaling until the migrants are dumped at your front door, and then it's a different tune. And I will say, to end the coffee on a happy note, fuck the far right and fuck the far left. Everyone's shouting about this, and guess what? How about what actually happened with the 50 people and what actually happened to Martha's Vineyard? Martha's Vineyard stepped the fuck up. They got 50 beds for the migrants. They cleared out a church. The community came together. They bought them food. They got them clothes. They got them like all sorts of shit.
This is why you want to go to Martha's Vineyard.
Because it became unsightly.
That's what we're saying. That's why you want to go to Martha's Vineyard.
Whatever. I'm saying all y'all are fucking morons.
Just find a place to put them.
All you're fucking morons. You're arguing about this stupid shit, and it's like, what actually happened with these 50 human beings? They got treated like shit, and then Martha's Vineyard stepped up.
No, they
and
look like
everyone
they're getting
needs to
treated
stop
well,
being on the far left and the far right and shouting and realize that we're all fucking human beings, and maybe we should have a little bit of humanity for each other. You're all fucking morons. All of you. Both sides.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. But we can't because we're too stupid, and I get that. But let's not end on that.
I think they're doing them a favor.
I'm so sick of politics. It's almost always bad news and selfish dickheads trying to manipulate stupid people for their own gain. Like, how about this? Let's see how Congress is doing with breaking. Senate Democrats are reportedly delaying a vote on legislation to ban members of Congress from trading stocks until the midterms. That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Where is Martin Sylvester Huggins when you need him, you know? Bring your broom, because it's a mess.
It is a mess. We can't end the coffee on that either. I got one good one. Thanks to Bartender's Bluff for directing me to this one. The U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee voted unanimously, 22-0, bipartisan on Thursday, to approve a bill that would limit the enforcement of non-disclosure agreements in cases involving workplace sexual harassment and assault. You hear that, creeps? The Speak Out Act will make it so hopefully people like Harvey Weinstein won't get away with it for decades by paying people off and having them sign a piece of hush paper. Workplace NDAs are complete and total bullshit. Companies and CEOs use them to silence people. Tens of millions of people have signed workplace NDAs. I think I know a few of them. Let's go ahead and get this passed, please, for the love of God.
So it's the honor system now?
I mean, if you want to pay the people, you can, or you can just go to court. But I mean, I think that all these like cases where these people were bullied into not talking about what the company or the person did, that's good news.
Sounds like it's the honor system.
And that's today's cup of coffee.
Dude, so many hilarious rumors are coming out if that thing passes. Also, so much money going to be spent to kill that thing. Like,
it's going to get ugly.
22-0
for now, and then now that people are hearing about it, yeah, you're right. Well, people are going to be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
Does it make old ones void then?
That it will make certain cases of rape and like sexual assault. It just depends. Like the bill, it says, you can absolutely void your NDA in certain cases.
Do they get the money back?
No, fuck no. What are you on the side of the rapist?
I'll make it a fucking joke.
Yeah, again.
It's serious.
Let me do my political rant. I only do it like once a year.
And job
That's
done.
it.
Thank you, Mark.
That's it.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark. That is the
That's
cup of coffee in the big time today.
Wait,
I'm gonna push.
sponsor?
I think Pat, let's do the ads after your story or before your story, but let's do them together. And I will just jump straight to a Florida Man Friday story. I'm calling Florida Men Love Justice and Fried Chicken. And it touches on Florida, meth heads, fast food, and has a viral video that we probably should discuss, since that's like Florida men, fast food, viral videos.
We love all of those.
Sounds like something Hard Factor would talk about. Also, shout out to Hard Factor Mike for sending in the video for this story to me. Not going to do listener last names anymore. And since we're all, just because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. So since we're all part of Hard Factor at the end of the day, now listeners all just get Hard Factor names because we were too lazy to give ourselves creative names. We just are Hard Factor first name. So you're now all Hard Factor first name as well when I reference you. Unless you leave a voicemail and give a nickname I can't understand, and then I accidentally give you a different nickname like Big Ounce or Bob Apps.
So, okay. Someone complained. That's what it sounds like.
Someone complained.
Someone complained.
Someone said,
Someone
please
complained.
remove strike by
I didn't know we had listeners in the witness protection program.
Yeah. Well, and now that we have video, now that we do video, it's not as easy because now that we're on video on Spotify, it's not as easy to just chop out a little one word there. So, yeah.
You see what you did? Complainer.
No, there is nothing wrong.
Who complained?
Yeah, what's the last name? Do last name first.
It wasn't Hard Factor Mike, I'll tell you that much. And also, guys, honestly, I don't like calling the listeners hardos. I'll be honest with you on that.
Me neither.
We're in the trust tree here.
Yeah.
Hardo Steve?
I don't either.
Was it Hardo Steve?
Yeah. So I'm going to call him Hard Factor first name. There we go.
Right.
And that's it. Everybody's a host now. Also, look into the Free Trevor Bauer movement if you haven't seen that yet.
What's that?
He's the suspended pitcher for the Dodgers who had allegedly beaten his girlfriend or whatever. And he released a video showing that she was okay. Like the same day that she said.
I didn't even beat her that bad.
Yeah. He released a video showing you barely beat her.
No, he was sleeping in bed next to her and she was like fine.
Okay.
Like she didn't have any marks on her at all.
That's why you want to use soap inside a pillowcase.
Look at her. She's fine.
Yeah. He put a bunch of makeup on her.
She's sleeping like a baby.
No,
Maybe
he's
it's
sleeping.
Maybelline.
He's sleeping. She's next to him, taking a video of him and kissing lips at the camera.
Oh, it's a sexual assault accuser, not something sexual assault accuser.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not
I thought you were talking about beat the shit out of her.
Why would she be sleeping next to him happily if he raped her type thing? Yes, I see. Got it.
I see.
Yeah. So
you said beat her. It's more of a.
That's what she claims, Mark. Yeah, that he did all that. Yeah.
So one night makes every other night impossible for there to be something wrong.
Good point.
Is what he's saying.
I think it was like a one night stand, Wes.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I was saying girlfriend just because I don't know the situation. But Mark says it's a accusation from I don't know. We'll see. Wes, you should look into it because it sounds like you're very suspicious of Trevor Bauer and think he's a R word. So maybe take a look. See what you think.
I just think that one video may not tell the story of every single night.
No, I don't. Hard Factor Mike said look into it. I read a few articles. I saw the video he posted. I said, okay, look into it. He's a big baseball star. So going to be some drama around his case. Wes, you should look into it. Trevor Bauer. Because
I know Trevor.
I mean, you're on him. He needs to know. He needs to know that Wes is on the case. Okay, back to the Florida Man story. To set the scene of this viral video that involves fast food, imagine yourself in sunny Fort Walton Beach, Florida, which is right next to Destin, all the way inside the Redneck Riviera, aka the Florida Panhandle. So almost in Alabama, right?
Looks affordable.
They have some,
beachy.
Very beachy, some fantastic
Panama
shops.
City.
Yeah.
Way further up the Panhandle, but yes, around there. And it's quite potentially Fort Walton Beach, the place where I got Virginia tattooed on one of my ass cheeks. I can't recall which city in the Redneck Riviera I did that, but somewhere around Destin. And anyways, it's not only beautiful. Fort Walton Beach. We are in God's parking lot, literally the Fort Walton Beach Chick-Fil-A on Beale Parkway. This past Wednesday, it's an amazing day. People are enjoying their delicious lunches in this beautiful town when all of a sudden, 43-year-old William Branch of Defuniak Springs, Florida, he starts acting up inside the Chick-fil-A, and like he likes to do. You can see
a small face.
Yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He likes to act up inside a Chick-fil-A, and that's fine. The Chick-fil-A employees are so nice. They politely asked Mr. Branch to control himself or leave the restaurant. And so he had to leave because he can't control himself, obviously, to look with a face like that. But on his way out, the 43-year-old man who looks like he's just been hit in the face with a full 40-ounce malt liquor bottle. Because, I mean, look at that bridge above his nose. Like, I mean, it just looks like he's been flattened, his face.
No one's ever told that guy why the long face.
Yeah. So he couldn't help himself. He was in the parking lot, and he grabbed a nearby stick. He wanted to keep acting up. He approached a woman who was getting her baby out of the car and out of the car seat. And he said, "Give me your keys." And when the woman wouldn't give up her keys, William Branch just snatched the keys straight off of her belt. I guess she was like had a clip type thing with her keys going on. And then he got into the driver's seat, ready to steal the car. But you do not do that at a Chick-fil-A in Florida, especially in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. This is what happened next. Molly Kellner was a customer who was lucky to be there on the scene.
Oh, he just tackled.
That's a Chick-fil-A employee.
He's got his
choking
vest on. His
he's choking. He's the guy. Yeah, he's the guy who takes your order when the line's too long.
Yeah,
he's like, my pleasure.
Which it always is.
Yeah,
choked him out. It choked him out. Yeah. He choked him out. Sorry. And we'll get to who this hero is in a second.
So I saw this video today, and it's been a long time since I worked at Chick-fil-A. But both of these men look like they're wearing Chick-fil-A uniforms. I got to be honest with you. From the distance, because the thief is wearing black pants and a gray shirt.
Gray, that's true.
Chick-fil-A uniform.
That's true.
But he doesn't have the vest on.
He doesn't have the vest on because he wasn't working outside.
So this is a bystander.
Yeah, the bystander's the best. She's yelling at having a baby in her hands, but yet she has a baby in her hands and is freaking out her own baby by yelling.
Yes.
Oh no, this lady, her baby's going to be traumatized forever for what she's doing right here.
Yeah.
This is a big thing, man.
How many babies are at the Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
This is a big thing that's been happening as of late. At least here in Jersey, women are getting targeted who have strollers because, you got
money or whatever, and that was a nice ass car.
No, not about that. It's because they're compromised because they have the baby with them.
Hands are busy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're easy to rob from. Yeah, they're easy targets. It's like the women and children and the lions go after. They're definitely easier targets. But this dude tried to steal that car, and then he got taken out. And the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office posted Molly's video to rave reviews. I mean, everybody's just loving this Chick-fil-A guy beating the shit out of.
He's a hero.
You guys think he was drunk or high?
Both.
High.
William Branch.
I think he acts up and he gets free food. They kick him out and he gets, they're like, just if you leave, we'll give you some free food.
And he didn't get it that time?
Yeah, maybe he didn't get enough, or I don't know.
Come on, William. Okay. But here's what some of the commenters said, the local commenters on the scene. They said, way to be brave. Hashtag Chick-fil-Angel. You rock, which was really nice.
Angel's awesome.
And then that was what Shailene Estes said. And then Holly Marie, she says, Chick-fil-A is about to be even busier than normal as the entire community is going to want to shake this hero's hand to say thank you for being awesome.
Oh, great. He gets paid hourly. Make his job tougher by making him be busier. Great.
It's true. But Mark, I think this guy is about to get a big promotion because this Florida hero has been identified by Chick-fil-A as Michael Gordon, spelled M-Y-K-E-L. So if it's Mikel Gordon.
He's a Michael boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's been the speed of service director at this
They raised
Chick-fil-A
you right, Mikel Jordan.
Good boy.
Since 2016. And he now does not list that he works there on his Facebook anymore because I think he wants people to leave him alone about it. But I think he's also probably
just wants to focus on elevating the Lord and slanging chicken.
Speed of service. Exactly. But yeah, he's a local hero since 2022, regardless of his job status.
What if he beat him
Hell of a
up just going down
performance
the line?
from.
Yeah, he curb stomped him.
Yeah.
He slits his throat.
Yeah. Mikhail is just. I have an idea now though. Pat brings up the women and being compromised. They should do like Batman from he does the bait car.
Oh, right.
They should do bait baby and like have like it just wrapped up and it's like a stun gun. So like when they go to like
bait
rob
baby, I would watch
baby.
the shit out of bait baby.
So like these guys try to rob women with strollers, but they're armed.
Oh, but have you guys ever
not
seen
stealing the baby, just like stealing their car? You know, like
have you guys ever seen?
No, but like the people who prey on like baby women, that's going to be a.
That's why they deserve all they get.
There's 5 guys that beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
There are these. You can do this with an air compressor, where you can put spikes inside something, right, and have it triggered by an air compressor. So, like, if you could spike a purse or a baby, put spikes inside of it. So when someone grabs that purse or that baby and they're running away, you hit the thing, and the spikes will go through their hands.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like if someone's taking a baby, those are the stakes you can play with.
we gotta get Bat on to talk about that.
Saying.
He could probably rig a baby up.
Yeah, let's give him this
Bat
idea.
could definitely rig a baby full of nails. I'm gonna DM about that.
Idea.
Don't worry, I'm gonna DM about that. Also, guys, speaking of Bat and Florida men, some other insane stuff happened in the U.S. of A. this week, like we like to do it. Multiple QAnon people went crazy and threatened to or did kill people inside the United States. Wild. Speaking of Mark, the extremes getting a little too out of control.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People need to just meet in the middle. Like, stop hating your neighbors, you idiots.
At least don't be QAnon, right? And then
also realize that it's mostly Russians messing with you and trolling.
Well, right. That's what people are saying. Like it's like the bots driving these people crazy, and it's called.
Oh, most of the vaccine residency or hesitancy was Russian bots. Most of anything that can divide us.
Well, China's so heavy too.
Yeah, no, people are susceptible to it. Though, stop being susceptible to it. Stop.
For sure. Everybody is, as we talked about. TikTok pushed a lot of Chinese misinformation as well yesterday. And then this chick in Indiana, she got methed up with her girlfriend, called an old man she knows, telling him that her 5-year-old son was in trouble. Her name is Mariah Con Wilhelm, Willem, something like that. And so she called up this old dude she knows in the neighborhood, tells him that her 5-year-old son is in trouble, gets him to come over to the house, ties up the 61-year-old man to a chair, ball gags him, beats him with her friend with multiple objects, and threatens him at gunpoint until he transfers them all of his money, and then promised to give him his home, promise to sign over his home to them. And then they were all fucking like spun. And then they finally left the next day to go get some Taco Bell or some shit, thinking that they had won. Those fucking idiots, like the man escaped, of course, went to the neighbor's house, called the cops, got those bitches locked up, and took his multiple broken bone ass to the hospital. Ooh. So good for him, the unnamed 61-year-old man, for getting out of that. Because look at that chick. Like,
she looks a lot like an old friend of ours, Eric Naquin.
Yeah, she does. She looks like Eric Naquin.
She does.
Yeah. But see, it's a good feel good though in the end, because he's broken bones, mangled, but he got out alive. So
yeah.
Also, here's a fake news story about a dildo truck.
Right, Lacey. This is a semi that overturned and lost its load here. It has also involved this box truck that's on a little bit further east there. Bob, this box truck that they're being loaded right there now. This semi overturned right at I-40, right where the on-ramp is to go to the new Turnpike Spur here. It is also the Mustang on-ramp when you get off Mustang to get onto I-40 eastbound. That's also the Mustang on-ramp. That is completely shut down due to he's all the way across the lanes there. So they already got the wreckers here, but there is a lot of stuff to clean up. So this Turnpike Spur and Mustang on-ramp here at I-40 will probably be closed for quite some time.
It's an overturned truck.
Bob Mills,
how do they do this part? Right?
Jim, can you tell what he's carrying there? What's all over the road? All right, that's a mess for sure. That's the latest. I-40 eastbound.
Well,
looks like some.
No, we're zooming in. Not really. Maybe you can tell. I can't tell. You know, the good thing involved in this too is the driver's not injured.
Good.
There's no injuries, but there's a lot of stuff laying on the road. Whatever it is, it's going to take a while to clean up.
All right, Jim Gardner over the scene, and Bob Mills, Sky News 9 again. I-40 eastbound, blocking the Kilpatrick exit or on ramp, if you will, right at.
What was it?
What was that shit? Yeah. Was it?
No, like I think it was like CGI'd or like they faked it in there.
The entire video is fake.
The dildos and the. I mean, how
I
was it
couldn't tell
real?
if it was dildos, but
It looked like
I think it was a real crash that they made a story out of. But I don't know. That's incredible.
It had the helicopter footage.
It had us fooled for a while. But luckily the people that did it say that there's satire in it. No other source picked it up.
I hope the dildo truck is a real thing. But
maybe it is.
Me too.
I mean, trucks, there's a lot of dildos being transported. It's not like it's impossible to have a truck full of dildos.
Hey, Pat, who was today's show brought to you by? First,
it was brought to us by Migrant, Maine. You know, the best shirts in the business. You know, if you want to look sexy with a tight fit or a loose fit or a fit that makes you look fit, one that you can machine wash, one that you can wear to a fancy dinner or a date, but has a cool material that doesn't make you feel constricted.
Anybody
that'll last, I don't know, about a decade. I'm talking about Migrant and Maine, boys. Migrant and Maine, the inventors of the performance fabric dress shirt. Is there anything worse than being uncomfortable? I don't think so. Migrant and Maine doesn't think so either. That's why they make the most lightweight, breathable, moisture-wicking dress shirt that money can buy. Their high-performance dress shirts are warm in winter, cool in summer. What else could you ask for? Think of their clothing as your own secret weapon for any occasion. I'm confident if you give Migrant and Maine a try, you'll never buy another shirt again. What? It's true. I can tell you firsthand, Migrant and Maine's dress shirts are actually the best dress shirts that I've ever worn.
Yes.
And I've been wearing dress shirts for the better part of 30-something years. And you can throw them in the wash. Don't have to worry about them getting effed up like your other shirts. You ever pull a dress shirt out of the wash and be like, dang it, it's all effed up. I shouldn't have done that.
I make an excuse not to go.
Yeah,
look at my
wrinkled.
Look at my shirt right now. It's not a Migrant.
Yeah, it's too wrinkled. I don't know how
to.
It's a weak ruiner.
I don't know how to iron.
Yeah.
And my son screwed up the collar.
Yeah.
He screwed up the collar like he did literally all my shirts.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be possible if it was Migrant and Maine.
It absolutely wouldn't have been possible. I had a shirt collection of I still have 100 shirts. 50 of them are ruined. If they were Migrant and Maine,
throw them all out.
None of them would be ruined.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the deal. If you want the best damn offer on dress shirts money can buy, you're going to check out Migrant and Maine right now. Go to Mizzin, M-I-Z-Z-E-N, and Maine, M-A-I-N.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR, one word. You'll get 25% off any regular price order over $130. It's Mizzin and Maine, M-I-Z-Z-E-N, A-N-D, M-A-I-N.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR. Get $25 off any order over $130. Trust me when I say this. You're going to love the shirt and you're going to get compliments on it.
Yeah, do the 10-number challenge. You should go to the same bar 2 weeks in a row consecutively, one time wearing the Migrant and Maine shirt, one not. Ask for 10 phone numbers. I guarantee you'll get 3 more phone numbers wearing the Migrant and Maine shirt.
Easily. I've got to talk about something else, guys, that could help you on that challenge. First person. And the power of functional mushrooms. Thanks to First Person, I'm able to put a little extra pep in my step whenever I want to get the aid of their Sunbeam and Golden Hour products. I just pop one of each of them, and I'm in the mood to go out the door. Like sometimes I don't want to get out there and try to get 10 numbers. But if I do pop the Sunbeam and the Golden Hour at the same time, I'm happily out the door, straight at the bar, getting those 10 numbers just 5 minutes later. It's incredible.
I want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the power of First Person, guys. After witnessing the deteriorating effects Alzheimer's had on their father and grandfather's cognitive health, brothers Chris and Joe were determined to take their brain health into their own hands. 25 years of research and experimentation later, they created First Person, an innovative, precision-targeted cognitive supplement system which uses the brain-boosting medicinal effects of mushrooms to activate the full potential of human cognition and brain health. So it's great. It's like medicine for your brain. It's awesome. Feels great. First Person supplements made with functional mushrooms aim to stimulate the body's natural production of specific neurotransmitters that trigger activities like energy, mood, and sleep. And then they just help with overall brain function in general. First Person uses 100% grain-free organic mushrooms as well as highly curated blend of nutraceuticals sourced from the best-in-class vendors. Recently, Mark and Wes have been using that Moonlight. They keep telling you about it. They say it knocks them out or puts them. How do you describe it, guys? Makes you feel?
I wake up and I jump out of bed.
wake up refreshed. There you go. And I like to do it once I am refreshed. Want to get out. There you go. That's a good one. I like to do it once I am up, need a little extra boost. I like the sun being the golden hour. Pop one of each, and I'm feeling ready to talk, full of energy. So start improving your brain health and cognition with First Person. Get 15% off your first order by going to getfirstperson.com and use code HARDFACTOR. That's GETFIRSTPERSON.com. Code HARDFACTOR, all one word, for 15% off your first order. Getfirstperson.com, code HARDFACTOR. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, prevent any disease.
Let's go.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Unless
let me tell you guys,
disease is bad mood. Unless the disease is bad mood.
It's true.
Chinese parents be crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No, but Wes saw it.
It's about
so check it out, guys.
They expect high grades, don't they?
I deal with one.
They expect really high grades
regularly.
Yeah.
See the email I got this week.
Standards are high, huh, Wes?
All right, so check it out, guys. 27 years ago, Zhang from Guangzhou was abandoned by her biological parents because of her vagina. And not necessarily because it was weird, but more because it wasn't a penis and balls. Right? Now, the story I read claims that they abandoned her because they couldn't financially support her. But I think we know why they threw her in the river.
Oh.
Also, no, that was my interpretation. That was not in the article, but come on.
It's a metaphor.
Could have.
Yeah.
Get in the river. You can swim. No.
Well, they do the basket of reeds, biblical style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
guys,
Moses or whatever.
Zhang was raised by her aunt. Okay, her father's sister.
Isn't that how what's it called? The Hobbit movies started with the Val Kilmer. Didn't they put the kid in the basket.
Yeah, Willow. Yeah, it is.
And all those. Yeah, they put the kid in the basket.
Yeah.
Just because he was short, man.
Yeah,
it is. I was trying to think of the movie. Good call.
It's Willow, I think.
It's fucked up, bro. Just because he was short. Anyway, she
could have been any other movie.
It's most old fantasy movies.
It was Willow, though.
But Willow's definitely one of them. Sorry, man.
It's okay. No, it's okay. So she grew up with her aunt, right? But then when Zhang recently used her savings to buy her cousin, right, who she grew up with, like a sister or brother, doesn't say what the gender is, to buy her cousin an apartment, her biological parents just reappeared all up in her life and said, "Excuse me, you're going to buy an apartment for your cousin, but not your biological brother who we kept because his balls?" Right? And then Zhang was like, "No, assholes, like, you're dead to me. You threw me in the river." And her parents were like, "We're about to get litigious." And they filed a lawsuit against her for 500,000 yuan or $72,000 for parental maintenance, which is a thing in China. So the court ruled that Zhang...
Fuck these people.
Big time. Zhang does not have to buy her brother an apartment, but she must negotiate the amount of parental maintenance that she has to pay. Her parents...
But they abandoned her.
Doesn't matter.
They did not maintain her.
Civil Code of China, adult children have a legal obligation to support their parents regardless of estrangement or abandonment.
Yeah, it's their social security system over there.
Check this out. This is the photo I found from the article. This can't be the real photo.
No way.
Right.
No chance.
No
That's
way.
an amazing photograph, though.
No way. Right.
A crying
This is
girl
from the
with
Chinese website.
Yeah, it's Photoshop. Yeah.
No way. This is the photo, right?
No.
That is.
I hope it is. I hope it is. Her parents look like the assholes that would have dumped their baby in a river.
Yeah. Can someone take it away? I can't get it away.
And then sue them.
Yep. Anyway, it's fucked up. Fuck you, China. You're fucking weird.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. They're our enemy. Don't forget it, guys.
Yeah.
Well, they do some fucked up shit, man. I mean, don't forget about don't forget about
our
like,
enemy.
Look at what they've done in the last year. They're like the Uyghurs in the Xinjiang,
bro.
And then
when Donald Trump is like, I want to rule like Xi with an iron fist, that's your cue to run the fuck away, okay? Because they are a fucking enemy.
Yeah, that means he's a dictator for sure. Because Donnie T loves him some dictators. Yeah,
this bullshit. Anyway, let's move on. Guys, no one likes King Charles. Nobody. We talked earlier at the top of the show how Canada's like, we're not putting that fucking weirdo on our money. Guess where else he's on the money? Down Undy.
Australia.
In Australia. In Vicinta. Yeah, guys, following the Queen's death on September 8th, the Australian National Bank announced the next day that King Charles III would appear on their $5 notes in the Queen's place. Despite these plans, it hasn't stopped calls from Australians to say, no. And they...
We want Ben Hogan.
They say, no, we want someone else on our money. Guess who they want on that fucking money, guys? The King of Australia, Steve motherfucker Irwin.
Yes,
and here's a mocked up version
of
what that would look like.
I love that
hilarious.
bill.
It's pretty good, right?
And it's even the perfect color for him too, and everything. I just, I don't think I think they'll probably just keep the Queen. Is this the colonies telling Britain they should have gone with William? I think that's
no. I think this is the colonies saying in the last 70 years, shit has changed in terms of how we perceive the crown.
I think William would have got on these bills. Was what I'm saying. I think the colonies are like.
I think
colonies are like, look. It's going to be the Queen until it's William. We're not putting Charles or Andrew.
No one respects Charles. I think Australia could use some help too. I think the power of the internet and people that don't live in Australia should start a petition saying, we will travel and give you our tourism money in the next 5 years if you go with Steve Irwin. We will not travel if you go with King Charles. We will not.
I'm going to tell you what this is.
It's also a quick turnaround deal because they don't. It's like Charles is old.
Yeah. So you guys remember in high school, Wes? You don't remember exactly because but these other two guys do. My brother went on that ski trip when we were juniors in high school.
Canada, probably.
Yeah, and my brother was a senior in high school. We were going into junior year. My brother was going to senior year. My sister finally moved out of the house.
I always wanted to go on that trip because I heard there's so much fingering going on in this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, where everybody loses their virginity.
Finger bang bang. Anyway, my point is this: my brother, being the eldest after my sister, had the rightful lineage to the basement, right?
Everyone came back and like, smell my fingers from last week.
But he was only going to get 1 year in that basement, right? Where if I moved in, was going to get 2. So I just took it over when he was on that ski trip. And that was my logic that I used for him.
How mad
I was like, bro, you're going to be in college soon. Okay, let me have college now.
Exactly.
And
why do we need to change it twice in 10 years, basically?
It's like firing someone on a Friday. Like, he has the
amazing move, Pat.
He just fingered some.
Hey, bank error in our favor.
Yeah, we used that basement quite a bit. That was a smart move, Pat.
We used and abused that basement. Oh my God, was he mad at me? He couldn't believe it. He was apoplectic. He couldn't speak. His jaw hit the ground when he saw what I did.
I love this.
He didn't think that was possible.
I painted too that weekend. So I'd be like, well, I already painted. I painted. Yeah. You wouldn't have painted.
Damn.
No, my friends came over and helped me paint. Your friends
I think I remember
losers.
now. Yeah, you moved.
Did help you
moved swiftly. Yeah, we helped you move your
part of part of sealing the deal. I called it painting the windows shut. That's what I called it. Damn. Anyway, Wes, you're up.
Okay. So we've been talking about, doing a little like intro for the high five. So I created one. This is just a placeholder, but it's a little dark. There we go.
I'm excited.
It's time for the high five.
Whoa. It's like a movie theater.
Yeah.
It is a movie.
Why?
There we
That's
go.
the best introduction I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, what? Wes paid for some type of graphic animation that's really cool.
I logged the Patagonia motion array.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you did.
Low voice underneath it. It's nice.
That's Death's voice on the voice changer.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Okay, so we got some 4 voicemails, some comments, some polls to check in on. So let's do some comments first. Okay. This is a comment from the labia tattoo video. And it's from Acting Up Ashley. She says, it's about the one where the woman's getting tattoos on her like 5th labia. She says, you guys do the same thing. You're claiming the commenters do. The only difference is Basically, you find her visually appealing, so you don't want to talk bad about her, but any sane person can clearly see she overdid the tattoo thing. LOL.
Does acting up Ashley listen to the show? Does she understand?
What is she saying? What does that mean?
Doing the same thing the commenters are doing.
I don't know.
She's saying that we would have bashed her if she wasn't hot, I think is what she's trying to say.
Yes, because it's
not into that.
Somebody really.
Because
she's saying if she was Black Alien, we wouldn't have been into it,
right?
Which is true. I mean, she's right.
It's true.
I mean, she's right. It's a weird way to phrase it. You're right, though.
Yeah. This one is from Clinton
Fair
Andrews.
enough.
Which one of you guys is Jonah Hill?
What does that mean, Clinton? Is it? Oh, that's a joke. Oh, fuck you, Clinton. Because we all look.
Because we all look like him.
He got me so good. You should let me see that one beforehand. Fuck.
Sorry. This is one that gets commented on and asked a lot, so let's just address it. Off topic completely, but why do you guys always wear sunglasses? He's talking probably to me and Will for sure, or at least the majority of the time. You're all indoors. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Well, anyways, I've always worn.
Why did you misspell your, James?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I've always worn them from the start to the point where I've got different ones, James, and like the Neo ones that I'm wearing right now. And I was doing that back when we were doing a politics show, and I was a government contractor at the time in a pretty decent level, so didn't want to have that.
Show. When was that?
Back at when we first were at Barstool, when we signed our
politics show. It wasn't a politics show.
It was that we signed a contract for a politics show, and
news and politics.
And I was a government contractor at the time, so didn't want that obvious, blatant conflict of interest to be clear. So I was wearing sunglasses at the time, but ended up not mattering because I quit that job. So, yeah,
that's true. We overblew. Will and I overblew like how much our jobs would care. They didn't. They don't give a shit. We could.
No, mine did. There was a guy. There was another project manager around at the time when I was about to leave, and he kept trying to get people to listen to my show around the office.
Well, that's fucked up.
And he was like trying to because he thought once people listened to it that they would be upset. Turns out once people listened to it, they didn't give a fuck at all.
People at my job knew and they didn't care. Like they didn't,
yeah, but this guy was trying to get me in trouble for those. A good thing I was like being secretive at first.
That's why we did it. I think I didn't even go to the first the weed thing because I was worried I was going to get fired. I went to the second cannabis cup. But yeah, Will and I had some corporate jobs that we were pussy scared about. I only wear it on Fridays just for Florida. Wes, why do you wear them?
I wear them because I look better in sunglasses and they hide my bags under my eyes. Yeah. And then also it hides me looking like I'm reading.
Look at that. Oh. It's true. Wow. It hides you looking. I'm wearing really regular glasses now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish just in regular glasses now. Blow this guy's mind. Yeah.
So there you go.
The sunglasses are
James.
Yeah.
Also super bright inside our studios because we have to light ourselves. So
we have a light right here as well.
It's fucking bright, dude. Yeah. Like so, and also check this out, James. I recently got smart and got some ones that aren't super black, so they are easier to wear inside. Look at that.
What are the odds James sees
Take that, James.
1 in 10.
One
James will never hear this.
Yeah, Instagram comments.
But a lot of people do ask about the. You think you're cool with sunglasses? Whatever. There's the answer. Okay, happy. A follow up. This gentleman Adam N. Said that he gets his Red Lobster biscuits in the freezer section, and he's in Arkansas. So if you're in Arkansas,
hell yeah,
lucky you. Eliza Fletcher, remember that the heiress that was kidnapped, and we all were kind of speculating whether or not it was because they knew she was an heiress.
Yes.
Well, John claims that she was not targeted for her family wealth. The perp was seen on camera driving down the road and turning around when he saw her running past. It was a random kidnapping. He previously served time for kidnapping. Needs to be taken out of the gene pool. So there you go, John.
But the problem is he fucks. That guy fucks. No condom. Whenever, wherever.
That's what idiocracy is all about. It's just like the people that shouldn't be fucking are fucking so much. It's like
I hope he gets fucked in the ass.
That's right. That's right. Going back to the sunglasses thing, there was a nice Bill says, "I like your kind eyes, Will. Have a great fucking day."
Hey, thank you, Bill.
He likes to see your eyes.
Going back to the which one was Jonah Hill? There was a recent video where someone kept saying one of us sounds like Dana White. Who is that?
Dana White.
Dana White? Which one of us sounds like Dana White?
Yeah, there was a TikTok video where every comment was like, "Yo, sounds like Dana White's talking." Yo, who's this Dana White motherfucker?
Well, who was on the TikTok?
All of us talked. I was leading the TikTok that day, but all of us talked in it.
So you must sound like Dana White.
I think it's probably me.
Oh, do you have Dana? Pat, do you think Mark has Dana White's voice?
I'm trying to picture what he sounds like.
I
know what he sounds like, but I don't.
Say, Anderson's or what's his name? John got in more trouble over the weekend. We're thinking about suspending him.
John Jones got in trouble again. Look, we pay our fighters more than they deserve, to be honest with you.
He has a flight lift, right? Yeah. Like the slightest to lift.
Barely.
Like the slightest. The slightest to lift.
I'm so sick of answering the fighter pay question because we pay our fighters more than they deserve.
Yeah.
I
don't know. See it a little bit.
Maybe so. I think Mark would have to shave his head for me to fully understand it.
There we go.
He'd have to get all the fuzz off his head, and then maybe we could see it.
It's a visual thing.
Yeah.
Imagine a completely cue balled Mark. Have you ever done that before? A completely big all the way?
No.
Everything?
Good Lord, no. That would be aggressive.
That is amazing.
I don't know if my head's shaped for that.
That's awesome. Here's a meme that says it says Leah Michelle when the restaurant's menu doesn't have pictures, and it's Frodo saying, "All right, then, keep your secrets."
Yeah, because you can't read.
Yeah.
Leah Michelle can't read. Never gonna die.
I got sent this Pitbull one a lot. It's of a guy commenting, I think, on a Pitbull adoption place. He says, "I adopt Pitbulls on Craigslist and then put them down. You'll never be able to stop me. I'm keeping children safe."
Damn.
My man.
I bet you there's people that do that shit.
Oh, well, probably. It's like, well, they adopt them and then fight them for sure.
Right.
Or bait.
That's
or
one
bait
way of
dog
getting them killed too.
Yeah, bait dog them. Here's a compliment.
Somebody who's been who's been scarred by a pit bull though. Might just
Yeah. I don't know if this is considered a vlog or a podcast, but you guys are the most entertaining news style outlet. So thank you.
Oh yeah, Ethan Fisher.
Hell yeah, Ethan. Download the podcast.
That's right. All right, let's get to some polls.
Now that's a great question though, because now that we're video everywhere, what is it? I think it's just a news show. Basically, it's just an internet news show.
Yeah, but he just watches the internet clips. He has no idea it's a podcast.
Right. Please download and subscribe and follow everywhere.
How do we get people to understand that we all
Spotify?
That's the hardest disconnection. It's
like,
you get 10 million views on TikTok for a video and like 3 million views on Instagram, and everyone's like hilarious. And then they just move on.
It's weird. Also, Nat, I got one video to show you guys. Nat sent me this one. This one's awesome.
I didn't obstruct anything.
And trying to hide evidence. We have video right here.
I didn't.
You don't want to watch this video?
Yeah, I would love to. Because I was fixing my coochie lips.
Okay, there's a bag. So there's a bag right there being shoved into your pants.
That's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out, dude.
There's a bag. No.
So if you didn't get that was a woman who had been placed in the back of a cop car, and the cop said that she was hiding drugs in her pants, but she claimed she was just tucking her coochie lips back in. She was adamant about that.
I mean, whoa.
Yeah.
It sounds like they had the bag in their possession too, so this is a bold strategy from her.
Couldn't you zoom in on the video?
I would love to, but I couldn't.
Not the right angle, really.
Yeah.
But
Not me. No way, no how.
Well, Johnson, I don't know.
Do you think she thought that they would release that video when she was sitting in the back of the cop car?
No.
In the back of her mind, do you think she was thinking like, I'm going to go viral telling this cop that I have giant vagina lips, and that's what I was playing with?
No, you never think your arrest is gonna go. You're desperate. You're probably intoxicated.
Yeah.
You certainly hope it doesn't when you sober up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always bad tape.
Let's check in on some polls. The best king poll, okay? Who do you think would make the best king? The choices were William, Charles, Harry, Andrew, minus the Epstein shenanigans.
Yeah.
And the winner was clearly William, followed by Andrew, minus the Epstein shenanigans. Harry, then Andrew, and then Charles came in dead last at 6%. He just was nowhere near the top. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Here's a poll. At what age should you widowers be legally allowed to get prostitutes?
Whoa.
And immediately after your wife's death, won with 59%, followed by the youngest age, 55.
Some said never.
Yeah, some said 7% said never.
Never.
Look at that. Okay.
Those are probably women.
Yeah, they're just against prostitution. That's fine.
That's right. Let's see. This one, the restaurant poll, which out of the four, Applebee's,
Yes.
Chili's, Olive
Hell
Garden,
yeah.
Red Lobster.
Hell yeah.
Chili's ran away with it, 49%. Followed by Olive Garden at 22%, Applebe's 18%, Red Lobster 10%.
Red Lobster being
last,
dead last
though.
is surprising.
You guys are such fucking idiots.
Dude, Chili's is the bomb, bro.
Dude, I agree with everything
for real.
No, that's what I
food poisoning out each year. Of all,
that's what I said.
If you figured out who gives the most food poisoning out of those four, it's a Chili's situation.
Chili's is the bomb.
No,
bro.
Chili's is amazing,
is
Pat.
definitely the
Pat,
best.
you're not giving Chili's its due. Chili's is a great place.
The Chili's in Herndon sucked, man. You had to expand
Southwestern
your
egg rolls.
Yeah.
You ever tried some?
Also,
I agree
that's
with
my order
wasn't
too.
even really a
Actually, no,
Chili's.
Red Lobster's above Applebee's.
No, you got to put Red Lobster over Applebee's.
Red Lobster is
But
above Applebee's for me, yes.
Other than that, yeah, it's right.
I agree. What is this one? This one is will the wheel finish the season above or below 50% of NFL picks? Above was the winner.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Are we keeping tabs on that?
Doesn't I am. I'm keeping it. Does Applebee's though have the endless wings now?
Yes,
Endless
boneless
apps.
wings, dude.
Oh, shit.
Boneless wings,
boneless
$12.99.
only?
Endless. Yeah, this 2 weeks ago it started.
What about regular wings?
Yeah, I think bone in and boneless, $12.99.
All you can eat boneless wings. Feast your eyes on this. All you can eat boneless wings is back for just $12.99 because we know that there's no such thing as too many boneless wings. All you can eat boneless wings for just $12.99 with your choice of 6 sauces. And did we mention it includes endless fries too?
Endless fries.
Those boneless are going to be so much carbs, Pat.
Classic buffalo sauce, honey barbecue sauce, garlic parm wing sauce, sweet Asian chili sauce, extra hot buffalo sauce, and honey pepper wing sauce.
Not worth it. They stay at the bottom.
Gather your squad at Applebee's. We'll save you a seat.
I asked, how can we improve the show? And one of the answers was trigger Wilmore. So
I can understand.
Like I got on rants today. People like when Will gets on rants.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
nice.
Yeah. It's fun.
Okay, let's get to some voicemails, and then we're gonna check in on the Fat-a-thon. Here is we got 4 voicemails to play, so we're gonna get through them quick.
From PA, fuck the Bengals. Soft ass fucking penalties called him Lincoln Fitzpatrick. It's approximately 4:06 p.m. I'm fucking drunk on a Sunday. NFL season's back. Fuck the refs. Yeah, caused 5 turnovers. Steelers fucking suck. But what the hell? 2 unnecessary roughness calls on Minka. Terrible fucking calls. Just football. What the fuck?
Then he calls back.
Football season's back.
Oh, this is a shit voicemail.
Tony from PA again.
Tony, you're fucking up.
I preemptively sent that last voicemail. The Steelers fucking won.
That was trash,
Still,
Tony.
fuck the refs. Fuck the Bengals. NFL season's back, baby. 17-0 starts now for the Steelers. Super Bowl champs. I think we're plus like 3,500. Put the futures
Tony.
on right now, guys. Love you. Have a great fucking weekend.
You're so much better than that, Tony.
He's pumped.
What was your problem with the voicemail, Pat?
It was fucking rambling. It had nothing to say. It's cool that you like a team. You like a team. Have a fucking take, Tony. You're the salutatorian at whatever college you're at, okay? Have a fucking take, man.
Damn.
Tony from PA versus Pat is one of my favorite rivalries going on right now.
I'm just saying, like, what are you doing? Have a take, bro. You're better than this.
To the Steelers.
Well, I just love all the
Bengals are sucking it up and shit for good.
He gave the time.
Damn.
406.
Give you the time. It's 4:06 p.m.
The time.
I'm drunk.
What he was eating and drinking. Like where location.
If you call me from an Applebee's, that's the thing. Do better, Tony.
It's hilarious. Every time he hits you with like so many details of like.
Could have just not aired it.
Wow.
No, I had to.
Wow. Pat's coming hard at Tony.
Tony's a send in the car member. You know, he gets
because he's better than that. He's better than that.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, let's check in on.
He's never gonna call in again.
Yeah, probably not.
That's not true.
Oh, he will.
You better have a question about Mark's cats. About Mark's cats next week, Tony. There we go.
Or his cats.
Good morning, boys. Amish Brock calling in with your Amish fact of the week. This week, we're talking about one of the biggest inconveniences the Amish cause everybody else. And it all is because of their church service. The Amish, for those that don't know, go to church weekly, and their services are between 3 and 4 hours long, which, holy shit, that is a long time to be in church. But that's beside the point. So if you're traveling anywhere on a Sunday morning between 8 and 9 a.m., you have a really fucking good chance of being stuck behind a 1.5 mile long Amish buggy line. And it's all because the Amish do church in different members of the community's house, and it rotates every week. And then right about when you would want to be heading home from any event that you were going to on a Sunday, right around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you might be stuck behind that same goddamn line. And it just takes so fucking long to get anywhere on a Sunday. You see those fuckers pulling out and they'll cut you off, and then you're stuck behind there, and there's Amish coming in the other lane. You can't fucking pass them. It's a fucking nightmare. But I guess you're going to have that living in Lancaster County, but fuck it. It's just another way that they can inconvenience and piss us off, so they're all about it. Man. Well, have a great fucking week, boys. I'll call it next week.
That might be the crux of the issue. That might be why, that might be his origin story.
Yeah.
Like Amish Brock? Traffic. Yeah, that might be where his hatred began.
Well, it sounds like he's just, so the Amish sound pretty infuriating,
inconsiderate,
and then he lives directly in the middle of all of them. It sounds like. So
they sound like incredibly inconsiderate.
He's just getting the Amish from all angles, and that's a lot of Amish to deal with.
It's too much Amish.
Great butter though.
Yeah,
I mean,
great dairy.
Amish Brock.
If you want listeria,
well, let us know if you consume a single Amish product. Is there a single benefit from being in the thick of all these Amish? A single one.
The girls on Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want an Amish girl on Rumspringa?
Maybe it's going to get crazy.
Absolutely. If you're like a 20-year-old and you're at the bars and
she's going to be down to try anything.
Banged an Amish chick on Rumspringa. Oh, fuck yeah.
You better bring your clippers.
Well,
sure. You're going to need clippers, and you're also going to need some Viagra, because you're going to need to go a few times and try some different things.
Right.
Yeah. You also might get your limbs ripped off by your older brothers at some point.
Maybe, but I mean,
they're gonna be drunk too. They're gonna be like.
Okay, one more voicemail here, guys.
What's up, boys? This is Steed. I've been listening for years. First time calling in. Decided to stop fucking around. Hopped on the Patreon. Sent in the motherfucking car. So we're here. Ooh. We're live.
Yes,
about a week behind on the pods right now, but I heard y'all were starting the Fat-a-thon back up. I'm in for that. Gotta lose some weight. Let's get after it.
Yes.
Fat Steve.
And real quick, I don't know who has the trivia crown right now, but I'm coming for it. You'll see me in the Discord. All right, boys. Have a great fucking day. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you too, Steve.
All right.
Steve's you know who's got the crown.
He's coming for that.
It's Bartender's Bluff and Scout.
Yeah. And Lombard Trucking and whoever else.
Right, and whoever else was on their team. But come on. We know. Are we splitting them up next game?
Well, I was suggesting this should just be their own team since they live in the same place. They're on the same computer. It should just be like two versus. Like, give them one person and the other teams have like 5 or 6. They shouldn't get a full team, is what I suggest.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
What if they still kick their asses? That would be so embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing. Yeah. I mean, our only hope is we hope that one of us gets on their team.
But get in there. Sign up at patreon.com/hardfactor. Send in the card and you can join the trivia too if you think you got what it takes to beat.
You sure can.
To a couple if you think you got what it takes to beat a couple. Let's speaking of the Fat-a-thon, let's check in with our motivational coach Thor Smash. Finally sent us a little video to motivate us, and I've got to play that for you guys.
I need this. Smash. I'll be honest with you. I've been looking for some motivation. So
yeah, same.
Yeah, it's Thor Smash, baby. Checking in with you for the Fat-a-thon for Hard Factor. Best believe they had to cut a massive fucking check for me to deal with you fucking fat asses. But guess what? Today is the day that you start changing. Your wife's not gonna be cheating on you anymore, boys. You're not gonna be milking fucking shit out of your tits. That spare tire's gonna be gone. And guess what? Sooner or later, you're actually gonna be able to see your dick. That's where I step in. My name is Thor, and I'm here to pump up. Nice. Pat. Look at you. You've gotten so fucking fat over the years. Tits growing. Spare tires just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I hate to say it, I wonder what Kate's doing right now. That's a story for another time. You, sir, it's time to change.
Okay.
And for you, the only time you ever feel light is whenever you're in your fucking jacuzzi, smoking your cigarettes like a fucking piece of shit. Guess what, buddy? It's time for you to get his hands on his feet. What a horrible combination it must be to be fat and redheaded. Holy shit.
Damn it,
I didn't get one. I guess he couldn't find anything wrong with me.
I guess, yeah. I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
You're redheaded? I don't think so. Everyone keeps saying it. Is it the lighting?
You're red
here?
bearded.
It's red.
Oh, the red beard. Yeah.
I think I'm like, I'm not like brown, but I'm brown. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. I'm redheaded or whatever.
Yeah. Thor's back. He's gonna come on. He's gonna help us out. So Wes, I guess he likes you.
Yeah, or he doesn't like me. We'll see. I don't know which one it is, but
he's got something special saved up for
He's
Wes.
got something special for me.
He's got something
But
special.
hey, let's check in on week 1 of the Fat-a-thon to close out this week. We have 54 people in the Fat-a-thon, so very impressive. And so far, we have a total weight loss after just 1 week of 142.5.
Look at that.
That is fantastic. It also means
what's that an average per person?
I don't know.
Almost 3 pounds.
Yeah.
3 pounds.
Look at that.
150.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
good. Very good. Leading the charge in week 1 for percentage loss was Fat-a-thon Commissioner Greg Riley with 5.41% total weight loss. Very impressive, Greg. Leading the way with the most pounds and setting a record for a week 1 loss across the past 4 Fat-a-thons is our very own host, Mark Borghi, with 14.3 pounds. Rumblings of the most of that being water weight. Mark chugged before his weigh-ins. Not my words. Not going to say who. Just things I've heard.
I'm going to smash.
Who said it?
Do you care to address the claims that your week 1 weight loss is mostly water weight?
I'll let my weigh-ins do the talking. Since if you think that's the case, we'll see what happens the next weeks. Maybe that magic trick will happen every week.
Okay. All right. Also an impressive week with...
you heard it here, a pace of 14 pounds a week.
No, I'm just going to win. I'm just going to definitely win.
That would be impressive.
Yeah.
14 pounds a week would be...
No, I didn't do any water.
He said it.
Yeah. I didn't do any water tricks. I didn't do any water tricks. I just didn't weigh in. I just didn't shit or work out or pee before. I just waited in the morning and I ate like fast food the night before. And then I weighed in. And then afterwards I took a shit and piss and I was like 3.5 pounds down. So like boom, 10 minutes in, 3.5 pounds down.
Yeah. Oh, it's impressive. Skip the 260s or 270s altogether.
That's right.
Also impressive week for Will, 10.4 lost. Greg Riley, 12.8. Dep Sven Jones, 8.8. Adam T, 7.4. So a lot of you have not weighed in after week 1, probably because of shame. But hey.
So we're going to be more than 3 a person because not everyone weighed in. We were 145, but.
Well, Mark, don't.
Well, they might have gained, Mark.
Don't think about
to put on weight.
Don't do that because it's a plus minus. Yeah.
Oh.
They might have not weighed in for a reason, Mark.
Got you.
Yeah.
Right.
So, we're all here to get healthier, lose some pounds, and then gain it right back over the holidays without putting ourselves in extreme danger, right? That's the plan.
Not today, diabetes. That's the slogan, right?
That's right. So there it is. Great week. You guys.
Oh, hey, Hard Factor Harry is who sent in the dildo truck thing. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Check your sources, Harry.
Never know your last name, Harry.
Nope. He's a Hard Factor member, though. That's what
someone ruined it for everyone.
Don't embarrass us by sending us satire pieces that we play as reality, Harry.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull up the wheel to see who's on.
Oh, I got it. Wes, sorry.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah. All right, wheel time. Who is on the high five next week? Oh,
it's so close.
Will.
Back to Will.
Will.
Take me off. This is my last Sunday off for a while.
Okay. So Wes is off.
Be at a fucking wedding.
Monday's show. And who is going to be cup of coffee in the big time? Oh, man. Call my number every single spin here. Will's got high five and cup of coffee.
You would leave your name on, you'd probably get it again.
We are.
And I'm removed, so Mark is the TikTok international moment. Hey.
The wheel just doesn't spin. It refuses to spin.
Well, as always, thank you very much for being patrons, for being fans. Remember, you can get those extra bonus content episodes now on Spotify. If you don't want to deal with the Patreon thing and you don't really care about Discord, you can get those for $7.99 a month. And you get to listen to Florida Man Friday and the Hive Hour, which is where we just kind of shoot the shit. You get to know us a little bit better. A lot of fun. My favorite show, personally.
A little dirtier jokes, a little crazier, dirtier comments,
a little looser. It's almost like we don't even know we're on being recorded.
Yeah. It's going to get us in trouble one day. But hey, thank you.
Please
so much
don't repost it to the public.
Yeah, please don't repost it.
It's too hot, too spicy.
But hey, we love you, and we hope you have a great fucking weekend.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.